Well, hello folks, we're back. We're gonna trim these drift roses, touch up a few of the other ones. Two things with the drift roses. One, you don't have to go down as far as like knockouts and normal roses, just kind of trim them. But these are really tall. I'm gonna probably trim about a foot down at the highest places here so they can kind of get, come up again and be full and not get too tall and stringy. Also, when it rains and stuff and they get this tall, they just droop down. They have so many blooms. Also, back in the back with the David Austin roses back there, or a David Austin rose and a couple others, and the fairy, the drift roses are taking over those roses, just growing over them. I'm gonna make a little wall back there and just cut it and make it where there's nothing going in that direction into those other roses. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna try to video this. I hope this makes it for a while. If the camera doesn't overheat, it's hot out here. I don't wanna get sunburned, and my regular hat will let my back of my neck get sunburned, so I bought my wife this fancy, nice hat at the beach on her birthday a couple years ago. So I'm gonna put it on and watch how it covers the back of my neck. That's right, let's get to it. Except I gotta get my pruning shears. Be right back. Okay, look right back there. See, there's now a gap. And I promise you, it didn't hurt these drift roses at all. They were drifting all over the place. Get it, drift. But they will go right back by the next flush, and I'll have to battle them again to give these guys a little bit of breathing room here. I really want that David Austin to live. Not sure about this one here. This is John F. Kennedy. It's never done great. Might have to shovel prune that one. All right, folks. Knockout rose time. Knockout roses are a little different than the drift roses you've seen a video of because they grow a little bit more like a regular rose, and so you're not just giving them that haircut. You can do this one of two ways. If you want to, let me find one here. See right here? New growth. You could just follow this down and cut right above wherever the new growth is. That's going to get your knockouts blooming the fastest, but it's going to be a little bit smaller blooms, and they're going to get higher and higher. So if I want them to stay kind of at a semi lower level, then what I have to do is go past that, sacrifice this one, so that my knockouts might, bloom a couple weeks later than they would here, where they're already getting new growth, but they're also going to be thicker and fuller, and not just go straight up in the air and just bloom kind of high up in the air. They'll fill out still more in that area as well. So I'm going to go down lower as I do this, and I'm going to have the GoPro on my head so you can kind of see the first few, and then we'll fast forward stuff. So that's what we'll do. Let's get these, and I want to keep them kind of, about this height. So we'll just chop all this stuff off, and I will go down until I find like a little bud coming out somewhere, or just a leaflet. that where a bud will shoot out once it's cut above it. So I kind of look for that, but if I can't find one, that's okay. We're still gonna cut at about the right height. We're not gonna sacrifice that height part just because there's a bud a little bit above that or something. So make a judgment call. Once again, if you mess up, they're gonna grow back, especially when you water them and feed them after this. So let's get to it. So here's what I'm talking about. You wanna do this a simple way? Cut right here. Let that new growth come out. Cut right here, cut right there, and let this new growth come out. So that's the easy way, fast way to do it. But as SpongeBob said, there is also a hard way, an easy hard way, an easy medium hard way, and whatever. Well, I messed that up. So I'm gonna go way down here because I want these to be lower. I could go here or here, whichever one I want. This one's facing outward. This one actually will kind of grow up. So either way, I'll go there. How about that? And now we know about where we're gonna be. There's an outward facing. What I mean by outward facing, that one's going out. This one's coming out this way. This one over here will be going in, so we don't want that. So about right there. Boom, yeah. And then with some of these, I'm just going to, and these are skinnier, so I'm just gonna go down in there. You could thin those completely out if you wanted to. It's all good, it's whatever you want. Way on down here. Need to make this neat so I can pick it up easily. Way down here. Ooh, that's an inward facing bud. Let's go one above it right there. See? Not too much difference in height, and this one is coming out this way. Right here is where it's gonna grow. That one's gonna grow out about the right height. Boom, right above it. See, it's gonna grow that way. Easy peasy lemon squeezer. Some of these smaller ones just go on down. I don't really care. Voila. Just voila. Little dinky things. Voila. About that height. About that height. Skinny. Way down there. Voila. Voila. Well, how about that? Didn't get too hot. Guess it's getting enough shade now. But that's the knockout roses. Look how neat they look. I did leave those two things of new growth just because they look so nice and healthy, and they're gonna get really tall, and everything else catch up with it, or I'll trim those just a little bit as they go. But anyway, I think they look really nice and full. They're gonna fill out with flowers again, be really thick flowers. So that's how you do knockout roses and most of your other types of roses here. So more of a regular type of rose, just go down as far as you want to, and make sure it's a thick part. If it's real skinny, cut it out. kind of clear up some of that middle area from just a little small twiggy type of stuff. That's how you do it. Take your time, don't worry about it. It's all good. You ain't gonna hurt them as long as you're watering them and you fertilize them in the next day or so, just so they can have some food as they start their new growth and it all starts over again. Okay, well, if you enjoyed yourselves, hit that like button, subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you real soon with some more stuff outside. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.